Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Couch Crocheter. We're on episode 102. I have June slippers all done. I did finish them before the end of the month. It just so happens that I didn't come in last night. I was supposed to come up here last night and shoot this video, but I was tired and I wanted to spend the evening with my kitty cats. And I also did not realize, somehow I lost the day, that it was Thursday night. I thought it was only Wednesday night. And then I had a whole nother night, which was tonight, to come up here and shoot this video and get some other stuff done. But then I found out it was actually Friday. So here I am. I lost a day somewhere. I don't know where he went. It's just gone. Okay, so June slippers are all done. So I don't know if all of you guys are aware, but I've set myself a goal along with two others this year so far that I've been able to kind of keep. One of the goals was I'm going to make a new slipper every month, and I'm going to showcase that pattern, and I'm going to make it, and I'm going to give a little review, and I'm going to let you know how it went and what I used and what my thoughts were. So for this month, for June, even though it is technically July right now, but I did finish it again before June, or before July, I chose Fiber Spider. The pattern that I chose was Easy Custom Size Slippers Crochet Tutorial. Now, let me start off telling you that I absolutely do adore Greg from Fiber Spider. I think he is wonderful. I love his patterns. He's very creative. He explains everything in detail. He's wonderful in his tutorials. He jokes around when he's doing it, so he lightens it up. His voice is very calming to me. I might have a very small crush on him as a yarny friend. Yeah, so it came from Fiber Spider. Now, these ones I thought when I first started and I looked at them, and I'm noticing on my playlist, if you look down below, I have a playlist that's just called Slippers. Those were the ones that I chose to randomly do throughout the 12 months of this year. I'm finding a lot of the ones on that list are kind of exactly the same. And I don't want to make the exact same slipper over and over again. This is the whole thing, is to challenge myself to do something new. So I think I'm going to have to edit that list from here forth. I don't know. I'll have to do more research and figure other stuff out. But these ones, I thought that they were going to be just like the booty ones that I made. They were the crocodile stitch. What month was that? It might have been March or April. Had to have been March or April. Yeah, March or April. I thought, oh my gosh, it's going to be exactly like that. And, you know, I'm going to be bored to tears and I'm going to have to do a lot of work. No, not the case whatsoever. He could not have made this slipper any easier. Absolutely could not have. He did a wonderful job. They are not just like every other one piece rounded toe slipper out there. No, they're not. Nope, they're different. They're so different. He does have you start with a magic ring, which, you know, most of them do, and then an increase, which is understand. But then he shows you in the video, or tells you in the video, how to customize them to fit your actual foot and not just a size, which is refreshing. And it's easy enough to figure it out on your own. Like, you don't need a stitch count. You don't need, well, you do need a stitch count, but you don't need to figure out, well, you do need to figure out that stitch count. It's not specific. It's not like if you're going for a size, you know, 7.5, I need you to do this many, and then, you know, just do a decrease, and it doesn't tell you how many. Oh, no. He says, fit it around your foot. This is how many I did. If it fits, that's great. If not, add more stitches. Do it till you get to a certain point with no increase whatsoever. Then you drop off stitches to make the heel. You Did I cut the heel off? I did. I did cut off and start again. Now, the other thing that I thought was very interesting and that I loved, and I think I left them over here, I did do a little bit of a cleanup. Oh, no, okay. Sorry, my desk is a little messy right now. So for the actual slipper part, not the cuff, you had to go with an I-9. And let me tell you, I started off with an I-9 in a Walmart one with a grippy handle. It was catching on my yarn that I chose. Do I even have the label still here? Oh, sugar. What did I do with the label? The yarn that I chose. Nope. Okay, I might have to just grab one over here. Whoops. I wonder whose music that is. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so the yarn that I used, the hooks that I got from Walmart, and I think the difference is, and don't quote me on this, and feel free to correct me down below. Some hooks are space hooks, like they have a little space in between the actual shaft, well, a big space in between the actual shaft and the hook part, and then some of them are called inline. I actually had to switch up the hook because it was driving me nuts and I wasn't getting anywhere, and it kept catching, and I kept like having to take it out and then redo it and then recount my stitches, and it was just miserable with this yarn. So then I busted out one that I had in my Lego, and it's a Susan Bates, and let me tell you, this is one of the inline hooks. I think this one's an inline. And then this one's a space hook. Or maybe they're both inline. Actually, these are both inline. This one. There we go. That one's a space hook. See how this is like, there's a lot of space here and he kind of like goes down. But with this guy, there's not a lot of space. And he kind of, this part here lines up with this part here, which I think they call it, why they call it an inline. Maybe an I-line, an inline. I don't know. But there's definitely two different hook styles. Well, let me tell you, after I switched over to the Susan Bates inline or I-line or whatever they're called hook, it was like butter. Absolutely like butter. I was actually upset at myself that I actually got through almost a whole half of a slipper before I switched over, because it was so much easier. I was like, wow, I wasted so much time fighting with this yarn with that other hook when I could have just switched earlier and have been just like buttering it up. Oh my gosh, like it did amazing with this yarn. Anywho, so yeah, so I-9 for the actual booty part. And then when he went to the cuff, he had you disconnect, sew up the back backwards, like inside, turn it inside out, and then sew up the back, and then turn it right side in again. And then he had you do the cuff. Now the cuff was just a standard front post, back post. Was it double or half double? Double crochet. And that when he had you switch over to a US 8 or an H hook. So I switched over to an H after that. Now I'm going to go over the yarn that I used, and I think I did touch upon it in the last video, but we'll go over it again. It is called I Love This Wool. It is from Hobby Lobby. Naturals, Pure and Simple. The color, name, or number, it is 18 or brittle. It is made in China. Recommended hook size is a US 9, I-9, 100% wool, 4 ounces, 113 grams, 220 yards, or 201 meters. It is a number 4 medium. 5.5 knitting needles, which is the same in the knitting needles as the hooks. And does it tell you where it's made? Oh, made in China. There you go. And again, this is I Love This Wool by Hobby Lobby. Originally, according to this, which was last year, when I bought it at the orange sticker sale, it was $6.49. I paid $1.62 for it last year at the orange sticker sale. And here's what it looks like in skein. So guys, I did end up using all but a little bit. No, I actually, where's the leftover? Must be in one of these bags floating around. I did not use the whole thing. I want to say, how many yards does this have? 400 and something? 220. 220. I'm going to say I used probably about 100 yards. I did not use the whole thing, but don't ask me where my scrap is at the moment. It's here somewhere. I cleaned up a little bit today. My nephew came up with his kids to pay me a visit and just hang out and chill. And then we all went, well, I sent the boys down to Green Dragon where we had stuffed soft pretzels for dinner. So they went and I got those. Then I hung out with kids and, you know, his wifey, Patience. We had a great time. The kids were amazing. The twins came over. They were very quiet, very playful. What a great set of kids. Like, every one of them's got their own little quirks, but boy, they've got big hearts and they are amazing. Anywho, so I had to clean up a little bit. So things are like, you know, actually put away. But I don't know. And I put all my project bags over here. So moral of the story is I think I used about 100 yards. So here they are in person. I do love them. I did not try them on my feet because I do wish to try to sell them because they are wool. I love how they worked up. You know, he had you do this part. All this part is just one stitch count, and you just keep going round and round and round and round. You don't have to increase. You don't have to decrease. You do nothing. Once you do your base and then your doubles, and then I don't even think it's one increase. I think it's do your base, two. Oh, and these are made with half double crochets. This is double crochets, but this whole entire thing here is all half double crochets. So he has you do this part, then he has you go to a certain point and you skip a certain amount of stitches, and then you just keep on going back and forth, again, same stitch count, then you stop, then you sew it up the back, then you start here and he says, you know, sew it up however many you need to make it, you know, pretty tight and comfortable. You know, I just put it on my fingers and thought that, and I was like, yep, that works. And all my stitches are the same on this side and this side in the front as they are on this one, which is the second one that I did to this pair. Then tie it off and you're not, oh, I didn't tuck in my end. I'm getting really bad at that again, guys. I got to get on top of it. So yeah, they're done. I'm not going to put them on my feet and model them. Again, I do hope to sell these because they are amazing and I think someone's going to love them, and they are wool and they are going to definitely keep somebody's tootsies comfortable. But that's how they turned out. So again, this was my June slipper for my own challenge of 2022, and it was Easy Custom Size Slippers Crochet Tutorial by Fiber Spider. Now, I am up here at my computer now. If this uploads and downloads before we head out for the evening, because it is cooling down, and I think we might stop over at Matt's sister's house for a little while before we head home for the night, I will definitely leave the link down in the description. If I don't get this uploaded and downloaded and then uploaded in time before we leave, then you'll just have to wait, or you can look it up yourself. Again, it's Easy Custom Size Slippers Crochet Tutorial by Fiber Spider. Guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm not going to do a reading because, you know, I want you to enjoy your beautiful weekends. I think I've taken up enough of your time already this evening, considering I was supposed to come out last night. So yeah, have a great weekend. Here it's supposed to be hot and sunny and humid and tad bit miserable, according to me. You know, some people like this weather, and that's fine and dandelion. I'd rather be cold. Quite frankly, I don't like the summer. I like fresh tomatoes and swimming pools in the summer. And that's it. Everybody else can have everything else to do with summer. I like swimming pools and I like fresh tomatoes. Guys, that's all I have for you. Again, have a great weekend. Be safe and stay groovy. Bye.